On va voir un petit résumé, hein.
I mean, your eyes and the teeth. You're not really supposed to do that, are you?
Not if I can avoid it. No.
Holly's sister, Lily.
I just don't know what Bigby's doing. If he cares about it. If he even gives a shit.
That's why you can't tell me anything. It's the ribbon, isn't it?
We're destroying the tree. No!
We're not burning the tree, Snow.
Hey, you're not really gonna send me to the farm, are you?
Look, maybe a few will get sent up, but you're my friend, Colin. I wouldn't do that to you.
Oh God, Bigby!
This time was no joke. Eat as many metal shellings as you see fit, but take just one more silver round near your heart, and the only place I'll be visiting you is the morgue.
Bigby, wait. When you get the Crooked Man, make sure you bring him back alive. He has to stand trial.
Why don't you have a seat, Sheriff? We have a great deal to discuss.
C'est vrai qu'on s'était arrêté sur ça. Toujours la petite intro. On va enfin savoir qui c'est le mec. Et la meuf, au passage, là, qui nous a tiré dessus.
You've come a long way. You must be tired.
C'est vrai que j'avais choisi de fumer. Aucun respect, le mec.
And if my envoys are correct, you haven't had a lot of rest recently.
Ouais, direct que ça menace avec un flingue.
Please, Sheriff. Relax for a moment, will you? Do you want a drink? Something to eat? Vivian makes a very nice, it's elegant. Really, a carpaccio. It's lobster.
Mais je prends un verre, je meurs. Empoisonné.
Only Tennessee whiskey, unfortunately.
Bah ça ira, du coup, j'en veux pas.
What do you think you're doing?
He's gonna...
Mr. Wolf is our guest, and I have every intention of cooperating. So don't waste the silver. Sit down, Jersey.
Lui, c'est un cow-boy, lui, frérot.
Well, Sheriff, for the sake of transparency, why don't you tell us why you're here? It would help settle everyone's nerves, I think.
Vous avez... Vous détruisez cette ville.
This town. You've been doing it for ages.
Destroying this town? What on earth do you mean?
What the hell do you think I mean? Slavery, kidnapping, extortion, murder? What would you call the wholesale corruption of Fabletown?
I would call it the baseless accusation of a desperate sheriff. How are you certain this isn't some conspiracy against me? I'm a well-connected man, well-moneyed. People do like to take their shots at me.
Who would try to pull that on you?
Oh, I don't know. Fables with a grudge. People who want a stake in my shops and services. But I can understand the confusion, and I'm truly sorry about the trouble all this has caused you. And I hope you believe me when I say...
Il y a du fromage sur la table,
I
frérot.
sincerely mean to make it up to you. The recent murders that have gotten such attention as of late, I don't relish telling you that they were perpetrated by an employee of mine. It's a very unfortunate bit of business, but I promise you that the matter will be dealt with internally.
Donc ça vient bien de chez lui, quoi.
For you, and to assure you that it's over with. You really don't need to worry yourself further.
An unfortunate bit of business. You're gonna tell me right now who killed him.
Sheriff, I have complete respect for you and your job. I hope you know that. But I simply can't divulge that information. You really shouldn't worry yourself. As I said, I've got this under control.
Parce que je veux pas dire que je connais le coupable parce que j'en ai aucune idée.
Yeah, right. What do you think?
Ouais, ça aurait pu être un moyen de pression, tu vois.
The man said he'd take care of it. So why don't you take the hit?
La loi, c'est moi. C'est je
I'm the law here, not you. Now tell me who did it.
Or what? You're gonna kill me too? Well, go ahead.
Peut-être
You
bien
think
que
I
oui.
don't give a shit anymore? After what you did?
That's enough. I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but in the interest of preserving our alliance, if you have to know, it was Georgie. However, like I said, I'll be handling the matter if you don't mind.
Ah bah j'aurais jamais dit lui. Georgie, c'est le mec de la boîte de nuit, ça.
You wanted, so just
sit down now.
Lui, il est vénère, c'est un cow-boy, lui, frérot.
Yeah, I killed him, so what? You should have just kept your nose where it fucking belonged.
Why'd you do it? Why kill them?
Does it matter?
Look, the fact is, George here misinterpreted one of my instructions.
Misinterpreted?
And I want to make things right. So, let's work something out.
What's there to work out? I'm protected, aren't I?
Your protection has limits, and I think you've far exceeded yours. But you could murder someone in cold blood like that.
You fucking asked me to do this!
And then
you told me
attempt
to
to
kill
blame
him.
me for it. You will be silent while we discuss what to do with you.
This is right bollocks, this! You're just gonna let him do this?
Bah ouais, parce que c'est des bons
So
toutous,
what do
eux.
you say, Sheriff? Can we discuss terms? You can have Georgie. Consider it a gift, ensuring our continued cooperation.
Ok, parlons.
All right, let's talk.
You can't just hand me over! What the fuck is this shit? You said you'd cover for us!
For minor infractions, not murder.
just go with him, Georgie. You're gonna sink us all.
What's wrong with you people? You're really gonna sell him out just like
You
that?
think I give a fuck if I'm the one? Who the shit do you think you fuckers are?
Get the fuck out of
I
here.
do apologize, Sheriff, but I think it's best if you leave now.
There's no way I'm going with him. Are you kidding me?
Things are about to get unpleasant, and I would rather you weren't here to watch.
You can go join that whore at the bottom of the
Y'en
lake.
a, il va se
where
faire
I can
qu'il aide.
shit. But he's not taking me anywhere. I'll roll over on the lot of you before I let that shit happen.
What are you saying? Yeah, what
Non,
the
je pars
fuck?
pas, moi.
I'm not going anywhere.
This could have gone so well.
Alors, il y en a un peut-être qui va prendre cher, QTE, attention.
A very good mediator. Why negotiate when you can just decide?
Did I miss anything good? Well, look at you, all fixed up.
Ah ouais, ils se mettent à deux contre moi. Ah ouais, ils sont tous contre moi, ces bâtards. Mais lui, je l'avais pas déjà goumé de derrière, là. Lui, je l'avais déjà goumé, lui.
You're done, Wolf.
Come on, we're pretty much done here.
Ah, le bâtard.
I'd like to say it was nice knowing you.
No.
I'd be glad to see your insides turned out.
Allez, hop. Ça dégage. Hop, ça dégage. Il commence à me... Ah, ah, le bâtard.
This way.
Oh, je le kill lui. Ça fera un en moins. Hop, un en moins. Oh, peut-être même deux en moins. Ah non, il est pas mort. Putain, fait chier.
Come on, Georgie.
Oh, shit.
I know.
En fait, elle le protège, elle. Retour de la voiture. Super. C'est quoi cette barre en bas là? Merde. Elle a pris en pause. Ah, bâtard, ils sont contre moi. Je pensais qu'elle allait monter directement sur le mur, moi. Putain, les sauts que tu fais, quoi. Je les lâcherai pas, je les lâcherai pas. Pourquoi la barre elle descend là? Je pense que c'est ça. Oh le bâtard. J'ai volé de... On va vraiment faire un face à face quoi. Mais je n'aurais pas bougé, elle m'aurait défoncé, je serais mort. Putain, la ville elle est petite hein. Parce qu'elle a retrouvé sa trace en 2-2. Il y en a du sang. Bah écoute, on va toquer hein. Toc toc toc. Bah la porte était ouverte, tranquillou.
Come on, we can't stay here.
Hang on, I need a minute.
Okay. Can you stand up? It's okay. Take your time. Slowly.
Oh, it's no fucking use. No way I'm walking out of here.
How did this happen, Georgie? How did...
Oh, on rentre, hein, bah les couilles, nous on n'a pas le temps. Coucou, c'est moi.
Shit. Hello, Bigby. I hoped you'd come to your senses. Oh, Crooked Man's the one you want. But of course, you're too much of an idiot to see that. Or maybe you just like me too much to let me go. That it, Sheriff?
Please, Sheriff. Haven't you done enough? Look at him. He's dying.
Vivian,
non, je veux pas dire, me forcez pas à vous faire du mal, je tape pas le pam, quoi.
I'm not going anywhere. It isn't his fault.
He's a murderer. Faith and Lily, he's the reason they're dead.
Look, I know he made a few mistakes. We all have.
What? He made sure they couldn't talk with those damn ribbons, and then he killed them. You're wearing one yourself. Doesn't that bother you even a little, knowing that man murdered—
Of course it does. Those girls—
So it's all my fucking fault then? You fucking— You're gonna throw me to the fucking wolf too? You know I didn't have a goddamn choice. What the fuck? I did what I had to! You can't fucking blame me for that.
Look.
You didn't have to do anything.
Like hell I didn't. Look, Faith and the others tried to pull a run on us. And as you can imagine, the Crooked Man wasn't too thrilled. But of course, the big boss didn't want to get his fucking hands dirty. So he told me to take care of it.
Donc là, il va mourir incessamment sous
Either I do
peu.
what he says or I'm the one getting dealt with. So I fucking killed him. And I'd do it again. 'Cause it's not my fault. The Crooked Man gave the order. He told me to kill them. And then he fucking sold me out.
You're still the one who pulled the trigger. Nobody held your hand and made you go through with it.
Fine. Believe what you want. I can tell you've made up your mind. Doesn't matter if it's fucking true or not. Go ahead and kill me then. But it won't bring back Lily or Faith. It won't free your friend Nerissa. And I'm just the sap taking the fall for the whole thing. It must be so easy being you. Just come in here and blame me for all this shit. Job's done, right? George is the bad guy. It's all his fucking fault. But what was I supposed to do? You don't know what it's like, Bigby. How could you know? At the end of the day, you're just like
Stop
complaining and take responsibility for what you did. You murdered Faith and Lily. You put those fucking ribbons around their necks. You had the power to let them go, but you chose not to.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If I freed them, what would you have me do? Kill her?
Georgie, don't.
It was them or Vivian. So you tell me, if freeing Lily meant she had to die, do you still think I had a fucking choice?
What are you doing?
What are you talking about?
This is the original.
Okay.
The girl with the ribbon. I'm sure you've heard the stories. Couldn't take it off, couldn't talk about it. She used her little purple ribbon to make more of them. To keep our girls quiet. To ensure absolute discretion.
You promised you wouldn't.
All that magic is connected to this little thing. You remove hers, and the spell's broken. They're all free. But you know what happens to her? The same thing that happened to Faith. So don't you come in here and tell me I fucked up.
What the hell, Georgie? We were supposed to look out for each other. I trusted you.
You can't fucking blame me. You're not innocent here either.
Wait, so you've been helping this asshole? I thought you cared about them.
I do. Of course I do. You have to understand.
En fait, tout le monde est impliqué dans les meurtres, c'est un truc de ouf.
Supposed to die. When we built this place, it was just a stupid idea, a gimmick. Discretion is our guarantee. That's how it started anyway. This was supposed to be our place. We were going to be in charge for once, and nobody would try to control us or use us. That was the point. Then the Crooked Man showed up and everything just turned to shit.
So, do you get it now? Why I couldn't just... If you still think it's so fucking simple, then you do it. Go right ahead. Kill her then.
What are you doing?
Break the spell. Save the fucking day.
Ah, il trouvera une solution. Je tue pas des gens comme ça, moi.
Maybe the witches
Don't talk about me like I'm not even here. Please. You think this is hard for you? My life is such a fucking burden on your conscience. Don't I get a say?
Imagine son ruban s'accroche quelque part et du coup elle crève.
Like it was either of yours to give up in the first place.
I wasn't really...
Just shut up. What makes you think you can just... I know what I've done.
Wait.
I'm sick of everyone thinking
Mais non.
do what they want with my life. I thought it would be different here. But it's all the fucking same.
Vivian, I didn't mean...
Do you think I wanted to be this?
Je voulais cliquer, je le ferai pas, j'ai dit.
Faith and Lily, to all of them.
Vivian, wait.
Every day I have to look Gwen and Hans in the eye and pretend I don't care. I have to forget what I've done to them, what I took away from them.
I look at Nerissa and I hate myself.
Vivian!
I can't pretend anymore.
What are you doing?
Vivian! Don't! Vivian! No! Fuck! No, 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 no!
Et genre, tu peux pas recoller la tête du coup?
Why'd
Tu
you have
remets
to
le
do
ruban.
that, Vivian! Vivian!
Jesus Christ! Ah, vraiment, en fait, leur couille est déjà zigouillée par le ruban, quoi.
I didn't fucking mean it. I was just...
Au pire, remets la tête, remets le ruban, je sais pas. Recolle-le! Bah nice. En fait, j'ai l'impression que tout le monde va crever dans l'histoire.
Fuck!
Get up. Get up!
Don't think so, Bigby.
Là, c'est beau qui ressort, wesh.
I'm gonna die here. I think we both know that. Just make sure you give the crooked man the same treatment when you find him. Really fuck him up for me, alright? For both of us.
Don't worry about the crooked man.
Old foundry by the river, alright? Shepherd Metalworks. He'll be there. Fucking asshole. You wanna finish me off now? Or do you plan to kick me around a little first? Rip my limbs off one by one? That's what you wanna do, right?
Tu mérites pire, allez hop.
Just get it over with.
Ça dégage.
Than this, Georgie.
I suppose you're right. No more games, alright. We both know how this ends.
Georgie remporte ça dans sa tombe.
Just make it quick. I know
Allez.
what I did.
Succombe à tes blessures.
What? You're just gonna leave me here?
I can't do it, Georgie. I can't take another life.
Bon, à part si on m'attaque, hein. Là, j'aurais pas le choix. Hein.
Fuck you! Piece of shit.
Je te jure, j'ai l'impression que je vais tuer tout le monde dans la ville. Bah, tous les personnages qu'on a croisés vont tous crever, j'ai l'impression. Ok, alors on va visiter où? Ouais, c'est bien sa voiture, je la reconnais. Le moteur est encore chaud. Toc toc toc.
Of course.
Bien sûr. Ah. Ouais, il pète les clins. Putain, la porte pourtant elle est épaisse, hein. Alors, qu'est-ce qu'il y a de bœuf?
So this is where they've been sending these.
Ah, j'ai l'impression qu'on a un peu attendu là. Soit il y a un détecteur de présence, ou soit quelqu'un me voit et il m'ouvre la porte. Ah.
The big bad wolf.
Qui me parle. Je sais où tu te caches, Johnny.
You used to be something.
Oh, des photos. Oh, putain, nous prenons en photo. Avec Blanche. Oh, on m'avait fait un bisou, c'est vrai. Elle me suivait vraiment la trace, hein.
They used to fear you.
Tu fais peur, hein.
They'd hide anywhere their small shivering bodies would fit.
T'as plus de piège, hein. Vraiment, on va m'attraper dans un coin. C'est là où elle fait ses balles en argent.
The big bad wolf.
Bah wesh, elle sort d'où elle?
It's about time you showed up.
I had to take care of some things first.
Elle sortait d'où elle? Elle shit.
That's nice.
Ah, Bigby. I see you made it here in one piece. I do apologize, but I have some business to attend to. I leave you in the capable hands of my associate. Come find me when you've finished, dear.
Don't worry. This won't take long.
Get out of my way now. Don't make this worse.
Aw, he doesn't want to play.
I'm sure you'll persuade him.
La frappé.
Wow, what a man. Stealing punches while my back is turned. Didn't your mother ever teach you to fight proper?
Oh, quand même, marave. Tiens, bouffe. Alors, je tape pas les femmes, moi, mais voilà, c'est le jeu, là. Mais attends, mais d'où elle disparaît, elle? J'ai pas un 35e sens, je peux pas la sentir au loin, là? Wesh, elle se déplace à 400 000 km/h. Alors là, je l'ai pas vu. Hein. Ça pue le piège, ça. Ça l'arnaque. Voilà. C'est quoi ces QTE d'une demi-seconde, là? Mais frérot, Mais frérot! Casse les couilles, ta pote! Oh, elle est trop rapide! Elle est trop rapide, je peux rien faire. Loupé. J'en connais une qui va voler dans la lave, je crois. Ah! Bah, elle est en revers ou quoi, elle? Ah, c'est dédoublé. j'arrive. Ils sont à 30 000 sur moi aussi. C'est pas cool. Tiens, mange. Ah, toute. Wesh, il a évolué, c'est un Pokémon mon perso. Ouais, ça s'enlève que carrément. Ça c'est la vraie ça. Plus j'en tue, plus il y en a. Hein. Ouah, il va faire un Kamehameha de la bouche. Non, ça va. Oh, j'ai de la chance, hein. C'était pas loin le pied dans l'œil là. Ah, le morceau de verre. Vas-y, il crasse sa tête là. Ah, mais on a vu une deuxième évolution de son truc, hein. Bon, elle était casse-couille, mais ça va. C'était pas non plus trop compliqué. Oh. Elle fait tout nu. Ouais, j'arrive. Laisse-moi me rhabiller.
Hello, Bigby. You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
This gun holds 6 rounds. I won't miss next time.
Okay.
Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want.
C'est le plan.
Right. But what happens to you once you get there is a different story.
I'm not quite finished. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that? I will have a trial.
You need to tell me right now. We're not going anywhere until I get some answers from you.
If you want answers, you're going to have to cooperate with me. Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand. I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women. And I think you know that. All I'm asking is to explain my side of the story.
If you're not a killer,
c'est peut-être pas lui qui les a tués, mais c'est lui qui a donné l'ordre, quoi.
I'm a businessman.
Donc il en fait partie.
Not a killer.
There's still a lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community.
Ah bah donne-moi l'arme et je t'emmène là-bas. Vas-y.
I don't mean to belabor the point, but just so we're clear, if you change your mind and decide to do something stupid, you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town.
Qu'est-ce qu'il regarde à gauche à chaque fois? C'est un putain de piège, frérot.
And I worry you're not thinking of them. Let me ask you.
Je suis sûr qu'il y a quelqu'un qui me visait qu'une autre arme.
What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth?
This is about justice. I'm the sheriff. I have to do what's right. 2 people were murdered.
And you know who did it. Georgie. He's dead, isn't he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle. You know, I'm actually looking
Vas-y, on va y aller. Hein.
this white again.
All right, let's go. Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it.
Ah putain, vas-y.
What do you say? Hey!
Hop là.
I'm sure Miss White will be pleased. Such a reliable pup. I understand why she'd want to keep you around.
You're under
Je
arrest.
la ramène vraiment pour Blanche. Hein.
Be given a trial in
Bon, j'aurais
front of
tué.
your peers. And your punishment will follow.
Je l'ai fait vraiment pour Blanche, hein. Moi je l'aurais kill, hein. Bah les couilles. Après, tout à l'heure, devant Georgie, j'ai dit que je tuais plus personne, mais...
But we have to do something. Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing happening?
Are we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to... He's back.
The crooked man.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
Je suis en stream, hein, gros.
Okay. It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the crooked man's place.
It's nothing. I'm fine.
I guess you've been worse. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know...
Eh ouais, les gens changent.
Glad you made it back in one piece.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my sister.
What do you have to say for
Where the
yourself?
fuck do you get off?
Poor
You think
girls.
you have the right
And
to
what
just
about
do this
Faith?
to
What could
people?
they have
You're a
done to
fucking
deserve
crook!
This. You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The crooked man is charged with the murder
As
of
I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie?
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White.
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not.
Well, where is he?
Georgie paid for what he did. In the end, there was a fight, and he bled out from his wounds. It's over.
So he's dead? That's what you're saying?
I can't believe it was him.
So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
Ah, mais vu qu'il est mort, est-ce que ça prend en
Be allowed
compte?
to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts. Now, is there
Merde,
anything
je
you'd
voulais
like to say?
cliquer, ça va trop vite.
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're an...
Everyone just shut up for a minute. You You wanted a chance to talk? Well, go ahead.
What?
We all know he's guilty. What the fuck does he need to speak for?
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government, and most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where
earth.
it fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
but
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
This is ridiculous.
Il fait un faux pas, je le kill.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
You've
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg.
Give me a break. You're so full of shit.
Well, I thought we could discuss this like civilized people, but apparently
For
that isn't
fuck's
going
sake.
to happen.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby, when you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your question.
No.
I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
Yeah, and your goons attacked me. Did you forget that part?
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I've protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
Yeah, right. They don't do it because they want to protect you.
Il veut plus me tuer que de protéger, en gros.
You scare tactics. They're afraid if they don't follow orders, they'll end up dead.
Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of
C'est
them
ça,
here
ouais.
among you.
On y croit tous.
My slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted... that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah. That's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Yes, but...
Wasn't I?
You're the fucking problem here, not us.
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
Genre là, il retourne la situation pour se faire passer pour un sauveur, tu sais.
And in turn, we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
For the longest time, not much, but they asked me to come work for them.
Really? The new deputy mayor wants you on the 13th floor?
No. The wolf offered me the job. She wanted my tree destroyed. If she had her way, I'd be hung out to dry on a clothesline by now.
What?
You were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
I know what you're doing, and it's not gonna work. You can't manipulate
Bah
us
ouais.
or these people. We're not here to talk
Oh,
about
we're
this.
not?
Bigby just
This
means
is
that-
important, and I'm glad it's being talked about.
You know why I asked him to destroy your tree. You were working with Crane and the Crooked Man.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get.
Il manque des lettres, je crois, dans la traduction.
Crooked man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away, but I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Maybe you haven't noticed, but we've been doing all this to protect you. We're trying to stop people like him.
The crooked man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength.
Do you really think the crooked man cared about you? He just cared about your money. He cares about your obedience.
They're right.
You're all
Rejoignez
still
notre
afraid
cause.
of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over. And those girls will have their justice.
Allez, viens m'aimer.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the...
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a confession.
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's
Putain, l'autre elle est morte.
history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
You won't be able to talk your way out of this, crooked man.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of course it's right. This man tormented all of you, for profit! Georgie killed him.
Let me just make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did, because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course. Yes, you're responsible.
Well, by that logic, Miss White should be on trial for Tweedledum's murder, since you know Bigby works for her.
That's...
He killed a man.
Now, don't make him a murderer.
Doesn't it?
What happened with Tweedledum, I made a mistake. He was attacking me, and I just acted. I didn't think.
That's the only reason?
Bigby and I have already discussed his behavior that night. We're handling it internally.
Now, where have I heard that before? How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You're the one on trial here. Don't try to turn this
Ouais,
around.
tu vois, il retourne toujours la situation, il remet tout sur
was
notre
still
dos.
deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for mine.
This is completely different.
I did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own crimes.
This isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen,
Everyone calm down.
Calm down, bro.
A certain level of privilege should be afforded to
who?
This is how it's always been.
This is what I'm talking about. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny?
Putain, il retourne de la situation à son avantage, tu vois.
You're on the verge of eviction. Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby? Miss White!
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Of course. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut
whether-
up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
Enlève pas le
I
ruban.
found Vivian's body. Did you kill her?
Ouais, ouais, ouais.
Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
We need to establish some order here.
Vivian wanted you freed from the ribbons. She took her own life.
I'm sorry, I don't think
Nerissa! My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me.
And this just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Bah voilà.
Not for me.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well.
No, that's too
Dans le
fucking easy for a
puits, dans
crook
le
like that.
puits.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to
C'est
yourself!
moi j'entendais une arme là.
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch
non, il y a
onto
mis
whatever will
les...
keep your miserable lives afloat.
les menottes.
This is how you want to repay all I've done for you.
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
What did you expect to happen here? You're getting what you deserve.
Well done then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
Bah, mets un ruban.
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's
I
not
assure
good
you.
enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has a
more
point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been
I
enough
don't care.
bloodshed
So we
already?
get rid of him.
Dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
Someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you
On devrait
answer
voter.
yourself.
We should have a
Démocratie.
vote. Make it democratic.
Do you really think that's going to work?
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really.
Oh ouais, ouais. Je vais être le
That
juge.
makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Dans le puits, dans le puits.
Do what you think is right.
Yes, Sheriff.
Lâche.
Do what you think is right.
Teach him
Dans
a
le
fucking
puits,
lesson.
dans le puits. J'arrache la tête. Ça servira de... Oh le bâtard. Oh non. Ah, putain. Allez, dégage.
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep. You're going to miss me.
Allez, ça dégage.
I won't.
Oh le cri. Ils auraient pu mettre le cri de Willem. Voilà.
For Lily and Faith.
Yes. Another one of us to erase from the books.
Les appartements luxueux des Sylves. Il est fatigué ou il lâche une petite larmichette là?
Hey, Sheriff. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
This fucking line.
Oh, Mr. Wolf? Flycatcher left his keys.
Is everything okay? You look...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
Okay.
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
C'est vrai qu'un cochon qui va chercher un pack de bière, c'est tout à fait normal. J'ai l'impression que des fois il manque des sons, hein. Vraiment c'est trop calme.
I'm going! Jesus!
We only have like 5 minutes.
Carry me for fuck's sake! I don't give a shit! You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day. Shit! Just go grab that, would you? Sorry about all this. I tried to help. Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'll get another chance. But Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby.
C'est vrai que je lui avais promis un truc.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time
Bien,
to
je
say
dis non.
goodbye, so if you could bring it to her, she was nice.
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
What is it?
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore. I'm sorry, TJ. But, look on the bright side, okay? There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby, so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah. You don't have to worry about the Monday seeing you. It'll be nice. Come on.
Il pleure chelou.
Have you been there before?
No. Some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves, so you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ. Hey, Bigby! Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig? How should I know?
Ah, il est deg parce que lui il reste avec moi et lui il se barre. Hey, salut!
Saying goodbye?
Alors vous partez sans dire au revoir?
Hi.
Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it's.
Ah, puis imagine le truc qui est. Oh, imagine, elle lève le ruban. Et pouf, elle perd la tête.
Bigby, I know you're trying to help, but this is just something I need to do on my own, okay?
Ok.
Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
What is it?
Tiens, elle croche sur
It's
vous.
about what happened to Faith
Ah
and
non.
Loup. I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together.
Mm-hmm.
The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the crooked man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
It's okay, just calm down.
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the crooked man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
You were just trying to protect them.
Yeah. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the crooked man. But then... Oh, God.
Oh, encore une esquive. Putain.
I don't know what
Faut pas la
happened.
pécho, elle.
That night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the crooked man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
Oh, la
Doesn't
menti.
matter. I know the crooked man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
I guess...
Ouais, de toute façon, il devait y aller quand
I
même,
know he
dans tous les
ordered
cas.
their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... That night, after Faith, I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
You?
I walked her over here.
Mais pourquoi?
And I left her.
Why would you do that?
I couldn't think of any other way to get your attention.
So you started all this?
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The crooked man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence. And the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith, or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
I'm sorry, Nerissa. I'm sorry that's what it took to get me to pay attention.
It'll be different now. You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
Personne n'est jamais content, putain.
Out there,
Les Français encore
do my
pas.
job. I put my life on the line. I get shot at. I do what has to be done for them. But at the end of the day, I'm still the bad guy.
I know, but they'll come around. You'll see. After everything you've done for us. Maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You protected your friends, no matter the cost. And you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the crooked man in, everyone saw who he really was.
So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason.
On va avoir un bisou.
I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the Crooked Man, it was you.
I hope I've at least done some good here.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you. You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
I need to tell you something. I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too. Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Did Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for.
On doit suivre. On la suit. Tel un stalker.
I'll see you around, Wolf.
Ah bah je suppose du coup que le 2 se jouera dessus. C'est peut-être une suite directe. Hein. Ah c'est tous les stats... Ouah ça va péter les oreilles. C'était tous les stats depuis l'épisode 1 ça.